Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Modded Minecraft from the Hermitcraft server. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world right now. Myself, well, I have had a day filled with real-life derpage. It's been pretty crazy, my friends. I've been derping all day long, something fierce, man. Started off bright and early this morning. I woke up really early so that I could start recording some modded Minecraft for you guys. Went to the kitchen for some breakfast, some coffee and some Weetabix, and discovered very quickly, and very saltily I might add, that my kitchen was 100% empty of anything edible, devoid of all foodstuffs, man. Since my mama dog left and went back to South Africa, I don't know what's happened. I can't take care of myself, man. I don't know what's going on. My mama dog was looking after my food situation while she was staying with me, and now that she's gone, the situation is getting pretty serious, my friends. I don't have anything to eat around here. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to freaking die out here, man. I need to do some shopping. Anyway, I decided that I'd go out this morning to do some shopping, and tried to go out of my house. You know, got my backpack, got my shoes on. Decided I was going to fill the fridge before I started recording this morning. Couldn't find my freaking keys. They disappeared, vanished into thin air. Am I the only butthole on this planet that does this? I reckon I lose my keys maybe 3 or 4 times a month. And when I say lose my keys, I mean I put them somewhere and I can't find them for like 6 hours, and then I find them later and I facepalm. That's exactly what I did today, man. Couldn't find my keys this morning. I was getting super hungry, needed the caffeine in the belly, climbed out of my window in order to go do some shopping, man. Went and did some shopping, got some food, climbed back into my house through my window. I could have gone to jail today, guys. Seriously, if someone had seen me breaking into my own house this morning, I would have had to be explaining to a small town sheriff what the jazz I was doing climbing in and out of my own house. Anyway, turns out that my keys were pretty much, well, right in front of me the entire time, on my bookshelf, in plain sight for all to see. They were there. I found them about half an hour ago. Face-palmed myself into oblivion. Got a little bit of a headache now, gotta be honest, from that face-palm, but it's been a pretty weird day, man. It's been a pretty weird day. Anyway, here we are back on the HermitPack server. Things are going real well, man. I'm doing a bunch of harvesting. Been collecting a bunch of wheat and a bunch of carrots. Just, I've replanted my crops, actually. As you guys can see, we've got wheat at the back here, and at the front of the village, we've got a whole bunch of carrots. And that's because I have moved the pig farm, or the bacon farm, I guess you could call it, into a little enclosure over here. Check it out, man. We got bacon coming out the wazoo right now, which is amazing. And guys, we are going to be finding a way to turn these beautiful pigs into energy. Oh man, it is going to be epic. Today we're going to be working on getting energy into our base for the first time, and we are going to be using tasty pork choppage for that. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Also, we are going to be working a little bit more on the base itself. We have a little bit of a problem right now in our village. That problem, well, we've got 2 problems. Number 1, we have got a magma cube infestation, as you guys can see. Because we are basing in a desert, these magma cubes are spawning all over the place, driving me crazy. Let me tell you, man, I don't know how I'm going to stop these magma cubes from spawning around here, but it really is doing my nut in. Actually, let's have a look. Is there any light around here? No, you see, I pressed F7. Oh, I don't know how these magma cubes are spawning around here, but they are. Hello, Bacon, what's up? You should be in the pen. I don't know what you're doing out here. Anyway, that's our first major problem, is magma cube infestation. Secondly, we got a bunch of water around here, man. Look at all of this water in our village. Not good. Not good, man. We are not going to be able to do what we want to here in our village with all of this water. Essentially, what I want to do eventually is build a sweet laboratory underneath this village. So we're going to have to get rid of all of this water, and we're going to be using modded Minecraft today in an interesting way to try and achieve that. So, going to be a pretty sweet episode, man. I hope you guys have a tasty beverage, something crunchy to snack on. I have a cup of tea. Give me 1 second. There we go, baby. Let's do this thing. Now, in the previous episode, we crafted for ourselves some pretty sweet items, didn't we? We used Tinker's Construct to create for ourselves a cobalt pickaxe and a cobalt hammock. Or what is this thing called? Hammock? Mattock. What? A cobalt hammock? I told you today was a weird day, my friends. My brain is absolutely broken right now. But yeah, we created these beautiful tools for ourselves. Check this out, guys. I have gone absolutely crazy on leveling these bad boys up. The Cobalt pickaxe is up to godlike. The Cobalt shovel is up to legendary, and the mattock is up to legendary. So that is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the durability of these things is taking a little bit of a knock. I've been grinding in the nether for quite a while. Been grinding a bunch of dirt with the mattock and a bunch of sand with the shovel. So things are looking a little bit bad on our tool side of things. Now, there is a way that we can solve this problem. Firstly, we can repair our tools with a little bit more cobalt ingot action. Check it out. There we go. 2 ingots is going to repair our pickaxe to full. Very nice. Same for the shovel, I'm assuming. Let's have a look. Yep, so 2 cobalt ingots to repair these bad boys. Now, we can actually add a self-repairing mechanism to these things, and we're going to kick off today's episode by doing exactly that. And we're going to be adding something called, let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. Mending moss. We're going to be adding mending moss to our tools today. Now, to make mending moss, it's a little bit complicated. I had to do a bit of research, but check it out. We need to make balls of moss, and then we use the balls of moss to create mending moss. Now, to make balls of moss, as you guys can see, we just need mossy stone or mossy stone bricks. Now, check this out, guys. We can actually cheat the system a little bit. Instead of going on the hunt for those materials, those mossy stone and mossy stone bricks, where is a crafting table? There we go. We can actually use a chisel to achieve that exact goal. So check it out. We'll make myself a little bit of a chisel, which I think looks like this. There we go. Beautiful. Now, check this out, guys. I think I've got a bunch of stone in my sack over here. Let me check it out. Yes, I do. There we go. A bunch of stone in my sack. Let's open up the chisel, stick some stone in there. Now, look at that. Mossy stone bricks all up in the wazoo. Let's make all of these into mossy stone bricks, actually, so we can get a bunch of mending moss. We'll do this like this. So next step is pretty simple. We just got to turn all of this mossy stone brick into balls of moss, and yeah, pretty easy to do, man. It's just going to fill up our little crafting station here with mossy stone, like so. That is going to create for ourselves, well, how many balls of moss are we going to get here? Not too many, I think. Let's check it out. Dang it, I've ruined the configuration already. I'm such an idiot. All right, let's just do this again like this. There we go. So we've given ourselves 42 balls of moss, not too shabby. Now, what we got to do is right-click on a bookshelf. That's the next step for this. Check it out. Boom. We're going to right-click on the bookshelf. That takes a level to do, I think, and that makes some mending moss. So let's just do... Oh, it takes 10 levels to do, actually. Oh my goodness. I thought it was going to actually turn the entire stack into mending moss. But apparently it takes 10 levels per bit of mending moss. But that's all right. All we needed was 3 bits of mending moss. Next step, let's stick our cobalt items in here. And let's put the mending moss in there. There it is. Look at that. All right. So now this has mending moss on it, which is amazing. And this is now going to repair itself, I think, when I break stone with the pickaxe. And with the shovel, I don't know what's going to repair the shovel, to be honest. I'm going to have to do some experimenting. And we'll stick this on the... mattock also. Almost said hammock again. So there we go. Now we've got mending moss on our tools. Fan-freaking-tastic, man. Those things are going to take care of themselves now. Amazing. All right, Cyberdogs, chalk it up. First facepalm of the episode has arrived. I've just had a read of the Materials and You Tinker's Construct book, and check it out. If we go to mending moss in the book, it says here, stores XP picked up, so makes sense, works very much like mending in survival. However, if we look at these 2 icons, looks like it just applies to swords and pickaxes. So, yeah. Looks like I might have wasted a bit of mending moss on that shovel over there. That's a little bit unfortunate. My bad. However, I will still like to find a way to automatically repair my shovel. So if anybody out there knows how I can do that, oops, just overshot the mark a little bit. But yeah, if you guys know how I can do that, please do let me know in the comment section. That's rather derpy, I must say. Anyway, let's move on to the next part of today's episode, guys. We're going to try and figure out a way to deal with all of that water in our village base right now. We're going to be using Modded to do this, and I'm pretty excited about it, man. I asked Iskel today, actually. Hi, Iskel. I have a bunch of water that I need to get rid of. Can you help me? And that's one of the best things about playing on this server, is that we have got some really talented modded players here. And Iskel was like, dude, you think I'm brand new? I know how to get rid of water. It's super easy. use something called a building wand. And that is what we're going to be making right now, my friends. Check it out. A building wand, it looks a little something like this. Wand cores with some brickage. And to make a wand core, we need some blaze rods and some gold nuggets. I've got all of that jazz in my inventory right now, which is fantastic. Done a bunch of mining in the nether to pick up some blaze rods and some gold nuggets, of course. And we're going to be able to craft this pretty easily for ourselves now, which is great. So one of these in the belly. Let's just get rid of this junk over here. Do I not have enough resource eye for this? No, I don't. What am I missing? Can I make another one of these? 3 blaze rods. There we go. All right, so I've got to make myself another one of these bad boys. There we go. Now we can make for ourselves the building wand. Now, what is a building wand? I hear you guys asking. Well, guys, prepare to be amazed. The building wand is absolutely amazing. Iskall showed me how it works, and the moment that he did it, man, my jaw just hit the freaking floor. It is amazing. But before we can get it working, we need some energy in this bad boy. We don't have any energy in our base right now, unfortunately. So I've asked Iskall's permission, and he's allowed us to steal a little bit of energy from his base. And actually, this is a really great opportunity for me to show you how awesome Iskall's base is, man. It is pretty crazy awesome. Here it is in the Base Buddies Desert, or the start of it anyway. Looking beautiful, isn't it? Oh, baby, look at this, man. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. Look at this base. It is amazing. I love it. Check out those wind turbines at the top there. In typical Iskall style, a factory is starting to pop up, and there's a whole bunch of complicated machines going on in here. No idea what the Swede is up to in here, but it's looking fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. There he is. Look at him, the little cutie pie. Oh, man. I think he's probably recording right now. But yeah, this is his base. Have a look at these. These are pipes that he has made using a chisel mod in this mod pack. And look at that Iscalium dripping out of the pipage. Absolutely amazing. These are custom pipes that he's built. And this is Iskall's factory, looking beautiful. Now, Iskall has allowed me to use one of his capacitors over here. I'm not going to disturb him right now because I think he's recording. Hi. I've come for your capacitor. I think it's this thing over here, although I can't be 100% sure. It's that thing, right? Yes, I think this is it. So check it out. We're going to put our building wand in here. Boom, baby. There we go. We are sucking out Iskall's energy. Thank you very much, Iskall, for 256,000 bits of energy. I think it's RF that's coming out of this thing. Yep, he's got 1 million RF in this capacitor, so that's pretty ridiculous. There we go. 256,000 energy in the wand. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so step 1 of Project Get All the Water Out of ReNDoG's base was pretty freaking simple, wasn't it, guys? Make a building wand. Well, we've got that bad boy in our paw right now, and I've spent the last 10 minutes or so trying to figure out exactly how this thing works. It's actually really simple and really freaking awesome. Check it out. I've chiseled for myself a few of these sandstone blocks. This is a big tile that I've chiseled. Actually, let me show you how I've done this, just so that you guys are with me all the way. Let's get our chisel out. If we put some sandstone in here, you can see that there is a big tile that we can create. There's a load of other textures that we can make with the chisel, but we're going to be making a big tile because it's beautiful. Now, check this out. We're going to stick the building wand on this side of this shape over here. This is a shape that I've made out of 4 blocks of this sandstone tile, and you can see it creates a little schematic or a copy of these blocks back here, right? Now, if I right-click on this, it creates an exact copy of the blocks behind it, or the blocks that I've clicked on, which is absolutely amazing. We can create copies of shapes, we can create copies of walls, we can create copies of anything using this builder's wand, which is amazing. Look at that. We can make a copy of that shape over there, and we can only do this, of course, if we have the blocks or the resources in our inventory. So if I try and do this again, you can see that we've run out of the sandstone blocks so that we can't actually make it. Now, how is this going to help us fill in all of this water over here, I hear you asking? Well, simple. Elementary, dear Watson. If this was vanilla Minecraft, of course, we'd be doing this jazz, right? Doing this forever. Taking hours and hours to fill in all of this water. Oh man, with this building tool, can you guys see exactly what we're going to be doing here? Oh man, it is going to be so easy to fill in all of this water. Of course, I derped a little bit before I started recording this section. In fact, I started doing this using sand, and as you guys can probably figure out, sand would be very much the wrong block to use for this exercise. If we filled in all of this water with sand, it's kind of going to defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to achieve. Essentially, what I want to do eventually in this series is create create a giant sweet-ass laboratory underneath this village, and that is why I need to get rid of all of this water. Now, if I filled in all of this water with sand, when I eventually get around to digging out my laboratory, I'm going to be exposing the laboratory to the surface because the sand is going to drop down, right? So we need to use a solid block for this exercise, and that is why I'm chiseling the sand into this beautiful sandstone big tile block. Now, let's try and figure out exactly how we're going to get rid of this water. I want to experiment a little bit with you guys now, see if I can actually do this. Oh man, I'm enjoying this so much. Modded is so fantastic, I think. I really, really enjoy playing Modded because if you put a little bit of time into research, if you do your proper preparations, you can find some very interesting ways to solve some pretty big problems in Minecraft, and I guess that's one of the things that people love about Modded the most, being able to solve those problems using mods, and yeah, I absolutely love it, man. It is a great thing. Now let's make a few more of these things, these big tiles. There we go. Now let's try and figure this out. All right, I need to fill in this entire section of water over here. I guess the best way that we could do this is by creating some sort of a wall using the sandstone blocks themselves. Let's get rid of this. This was my first attempt at using the builder's wand. It was a massive fail, as you can see. Just broke my freaking... Oh, hang on. What happened there? Oh, I think it's broken now, isn't it? Yes, it's broken. Nice. Good job there, ReNDoG. Anyway, let's carry on trying to do this. Now, if we create a line of this sandstone block all the way along this section of the lake. I love how these undead bastards are trying to kill us right now. It's very cute, but they can't do anything and they just burn, and look at them. Look at them. Oh man, you guys can watch me use my builder's wands, you freaking undead bastards. Now let's do this. Let's do something like this, right? We're going to do this like all the way to the end of this, and I suppose we should make like a wall out of these blocks. Okay, let's do that. Let's make a wall out of these blocks and see if we can actually use the builder's wand to fill in this entire section of water. Sandstone wall construction complete. Commence testing of building wand. All right, let's see if this is actually going to work, guys. Oh, yes, it did work. It didn't quite work as efficiently as I wanted it to. Unfortunately, I was hoping that it would recreate the entire wall, but this is actually really awesome. I mean, we are placing like 9 blocks at a time over here, right? Which is going much quicker than it would if we were placing sand individually. So this is fantastic, man. This is going to help me get through this water really quickly. Oh, baby. Thank you so much, Daddy Iskal, for telling me about the building one. It is epic. Progress has been slow but steady, everyone, but I'm pleased to report that I've filled in the giant lake that was at the back of our base. I still have a lot more water to get rid of, though. Check it out. I've started again at the back here. But look at this. Look how many blocks we're going to need to do this. I didn't actually realize how many blocks would be needed for this little task. I've already gone multiple times to the desert to get myself some more sand and some more sandstone. My chisel is taking a beating. My building wand has lost almost all of its energy now, which is pretty insane. So I think we're going to move on from this task for today, my friends. And I'm probably going to complete this off camera because it's just going to be a bunch of grind work to do. And yeah, you guys get the general gist on how we're going to be using the building wand here. And I think it's pretty freaking awesome. Now, there's one more thing that I want to get to today, my friends, before we say goodbye to each other. And that is figuring out a way to turn those tasty bacons over there into energy. And I have been trying to figure out the best way to do this. As you guys can see, I have bred the absolute jazz out of these pigs. I think I can do a little bit more breeding now also. I want to slay a few of them though first so that I can get some pork choppage out of them. Please deliver your pork chops to me. Thank you very much. The reason that I'm going for bacon for power, my friends, of course, is because you get an insane amount of pork chops from killing pigs. Check this out. I don't know how many we've killed now. Probably 10 or so, I guess. And we've picked up almost a stack of pork chops. So my plan here in my village is to create some sort of an automatic bacon factory that is going to turn the bacon into power. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to achieve that. I'm going to take it one step at a time. First step is going to be creating a generator that is going to be generating power for us using that delicious bacon over there. Let's head over into the blacksmith though. I do need to cook down these pork chops before we can use them in our culinary generator. So I'm going to drop off these pork chops over here. They can cook away while we are busy crafting. And today, guys, we are going to be making, I think, our first machines in the series. I don't think I've made any machines so far in this modded series, so this is super exciting. Oh man, this is epic. We're going to be making 3 different machines today. And if we come into our bedroom over here, dude, stop opening and closing the door. He does this all the time. He is so annoying. Stop it, dude. Jeez. Anyway, this is where I sleep the nights away. In fact, I think it might be bedtime for us right now. So let's sleep this way. I'm going to take a sip of this tea. Man, that tea is cold, man. Damn, that is nasty. But anyway, check it out, guys. I've got a crafting station over here, and I've got a chest next to it. And into this chest, I have put everything that we need to create the machines that we're about to create. And how cool is that, right? If you put a crafting station next to a chest, it'll pull items from that chest automatically, which is amazing. Now, let's get going on the first machine that we're going to be making, guys. This is called a culinary generator. Pretty cool name, right? And as the name suggests, we're going to be able to create power using food, using culinary goods, and that is what we're going to be using our pork chops for. So let's make for ourselves 4 culinary generators. Very, very nice. Food energy. We just got the freaking food energy achievement. That is fantastic. Let's make 4 of these puppies, I think. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure there's a way to keep this in the crafting station, but I'm a noob. I don't know how to do it. Chess Assassin says, OP, please nerf. He knows the power of the food. These guys are using like lava for energy, and I don't know, they're using ridiculous energy, but we are going to be using food energy. All right, now we're going to be generating power using our pork chops. What are we going to be using that power for? Well, we're going to be making something called a sag mill today, and let's have a look at the recipe for this. Pretty simple. We've got to make one of these machine chassis, which is basic capacitors, iron bars, and iron ingots. To make a basic capacitor, you need redstone, copper ingots, and some gold nuggets. Pretty simple recipe. The sag mill is a pretty cheap machine, actually. So let's make for ourselves a machine chassis, and let's make ourselves a sag mill. Jasashin says you can eat cotton. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Didn't know that. There we go. We're going to make a sag mill. I'm going to show you guys exactly what a sag mill does in a second. We got one more machine to make here, my friends, and that is going to be an alloy smelter. Have a look at this. Alloy smelter needs furnace, a machine chassis, a whole bunch of iron, and a cauldron. Let's make ourselves this cauldron first. So there we go. And man, how easy is it to actually craft in modded Minecraft? It is just, it's so beautiful. It's so simple. I love it, man. It is such a great feeling. There we go. All right, alloy smelter has been created. We've got our culinary generator, our alloy smelter, and our sag mill. Beautiful. Now let's head over into our storage facility, which is the church. Over here is where we're storing all of our stuff. And take a look at this, guys. I have been mining off camera something fierce, absolutely mental. You can see I've collected an insane amount of ores here, which is amazing. I'm going to pick up some gold ore, some tin ore. Let's get some iron ore too. And basically, what we are going to be doing today, guys, is finding a way to double up on our ores. A very good bit of advice that I can give you here. Hang on, what am I doing? I'm looking for a chest. Can I get a chest out of here somewhere? No freaking chest action. That is annoying. I think there's a chest in here, actually. But a little bit of advice that I would like to give you guys about modded. Ooh, there's a bit of loggage. What is this? Oh, just some oak wood. Nice. Actually, let me pick this up. I'm going to pick up all of this junk. And I want to pick up this chest and take it with us. But yeah, anyway, like I'm saying, a little bit of advice I can give you about modded is, before you get your sag mill, and before you get your alloy smelter, try and preserve your ores. Don't smelt them down right away, because we can actually double up on these ores. We can take these ores from being a single ore into a double ingot. So from one ore, we can generate 2 ingots, which is pretty freaking awesome. Now, I want to find a little house for us to set up our machines over here. Let's do it in here for now. This is a cute little spot for our very first machines, I think. Kind of sweet, I think. Yeah, let's do it in here, man. Now, let's get our culinary generators down. I'm going to just just use one culinary generator for now, and we'll see how much power we can generate. Let's head over into the blacksmith, get some of this tasty-ass pork choppage. There we go. Now check this out, guys. We're going to stick the pork chops into the culinary generator. Boom. And that is now generating 32 RFs per tick. RF is the power that we are going to be using to power these machines. First machine that we are going to be powering is the sag mill over here. I think I'm just going to pop the sag mill on top of the culinary generator. That should give it power. There we go. We've got RF coming into our into our sag mill, which is fantastic. Let's pop down our alloy smelter here too, next to our culinary generator like so. And we could probably put another culinary generator in there. That's going to be able to power both of them. Oh man, we got some efficiency going on over here, my friends. Now, the reason that I wanted to make these very simple machines for you guys is because I know some of you are following the series and you're playing Modded with us for the first time. You've just installed HermitPack, and I want you guys to sort of be able to come along with me, right? And as you guys can see, man, these machines are pretty easy to make. They're not really expensive. You guys have seen that all we really need is some redstone, some iron, some copper. That's pretty much it to make these machines. So pretty simple to get some really efficient machines going right away. Now check this out, guys. I'm going to stick my iron ore into the sag mill, and you know what? We could actually, hang on, hold the phone. We could actually do this in a better way, right? Let's move this culinary generator out the way. I'm going to stick the alloy smelter directly underneath the sag mill like this, and I think we can configure this. Yeah, we'll configure the IO. Check this out, right? So the top of this thing, we are going to say pull, hang on, push. I think that's going to push stuff into the furnace or into the alloy smelter. Let's see if this is actually going to work, right? So let's get, hang on. Oh, that's pushing out, is it? Hang on. All right, let's get our iron ore in there. I might be derping over here. Let's try configure this again. I think we need to change this to pull. Yeah, that's going to be pull, okay? So the alloy furnace is going to pull the ingots out of the sag mill. So the sag mill is now grinding the ores into iron powder. Did you see that? That iron powder. That iron powder is going into the alloy smelter, which is smelting that alloy powder into ingots. There we go. Iron powder has just arrived, right? So from one ore, we get 2 powders, and those powders get smelted down into ingots. So we get 1 ingot per powder. Therefore, for each ore we stick into the sag mill, we get 2 powders into the alloy furnace, and we get 2 ingots out of those powders. How freaking sweet is that, guys? Now check it out. I'm going to stick a chest on this side, and it looks like we've run out of juice though for our smelter. So let's get our culinary generator down here. I'm going to have to find a better way, I think, to actually power all of these machines. I'm going to try and find a nice sweet configuration for us that's going to make this work. But there we go, man. Our smeltery is now turning all of the powder into ingots, and we can now configure this thing to push, I think. Yeah, we'll push this side into the chest, and that should be pushing, and we're not going to be able to open that chest because of the freaking culinary generator. So let's move the culinary generator to there. That's going to push the ingots into the chest. Very, very awesome. All right, let me try and figure out a better configuration for this, guys, and then we'll come back together. This is freaking sweet. They kind of look like a couple of people, don't they? Why is it that I always make machines look like human beings when I play modded Minecraft, man? It is so freaking weird. Anyway, I am happy with this configuration of my machines, guys, and I'm very excited to show you exactly how this works. So this is our very first starter ore doubling machine. Super easy to make, super cheap, super efficient. You need hardly anything to get this thing set up, and we're going to be running it on strawberry power because I'm out of pork choppage. I've been breaking the culinary generators, and apparently you lose the fuel that is in the culinary generator when you break it, so keep that in mind when you are making this. But check it out, guys. We've got our sag mill over here. The configuration is as follows. It's pulling items from the chest above it. It's pushing items into the alloy smelter. The alloy smelter is then pushing items into the chest above it. So this is our input chest. This is where we're going to stick our ores for doubling, and this is our output chest. Where we are going to be picking up the ingots. Pretty easy, right? These two chests, by the way, this is a birch wood chest and this is a normal oak wood chest. In this mod pack, if you make chests out of different materials, you can put them next to each other. How freaking sweet is that, man? Now let's take this bad boy for a spin, shall we? Let's put in some gold ore over here. We'll put in some gold ore. That should be going into the sag mill. That's going to get ground down into gold powder, and we should be seeing that gold powder arriving in our alloy smelter very, very shortly. Come on, gold powder, hit the fern eye. There we go. You can't even see it cooking, man. Where are the icons? That's kind of weird, man. Maybe we need to reset it. No, I don't know. Who knows? We can't see it, but we know that it's working. And there we go. 2 gold ingots from 1 gold ore. How freaking awesome is that? And now I'm just going to drop off my ores into my machine. And yeah, this thing's going to automatically turn all of these ores into powder and double up on our ingot production over here. Very, very nice. Oh, that is awesome. I'm going to do exactly the same for all of the other ores that I've got in my storage chest over there. And then we are going to be super rich, baby. We can start making some and more advanced machines when that happens, man. Going to be epic. Anyway, my friends, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you did enjoy it, man. We did quite a lot today. My brain is cooked. It feels like it's been through a sag mill and alloy smelted all at the same time. But thank you so much for watching, my friends. If you enjoyed it, man, you hit that like button. You hear me? Helps me out a lot. Shows me you guys are enjoying the series and gets me pumped to make more videos for you guys. And of course, if you are new, welcome to the ReNDoG channel. Remember to hit that subscribe button so that you can keep up with this series and all the other series on my channel. Anyway, big thanks to Iskal for all of the help on the stuff today, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see your faces in the next episode.